Oh, Jake, everyone in my side, can you hear Sam all right? Because that's usually the problem on my end.
There we go. People on my end should be able to hear me too now. So if everyone can hear us, just give us a shout and say like you can hear us, and if you can't, well, you won't do anything.
Jake says, "Evening, Sam. Hope is all well with you both. All good on my end. Hope you are too, Sam." Fox Red Buddy says all okay for audio here. That's a good start.
Well, that's good enough for me.
So which one are we leading with?
Well, we're going to go up to Oxenopwy Wells, and then we will lead with a 3F. So, for everyone who's joined us and is wondering what's going on, we should probably introduce the stream.
We should probably do that, yeah.
That's a good idea. We're a bit out of practice at the moment. Tonight, we are showcasing the Keighley Worth Valley Railway stock add-on pack, which has been released through Steam Sound Supreme. And this has been a collaboration between Steam Sound Supreme, myself, Blast Pipe Productions, Matrix Trains, and Donkey Works. And it adds a significant amount of authentic Worth Valley rolling stock into the game. So, without further ado, you probably don't need to worry about the shovel just yet, Michael.
I was going to say, I'm a bit, what's the word? Rusty?
Yep, which is probably for the best at the moment. But then again, you're not the only one. It's been a while since I've had to drive anything in train sim. I had to go with the newly released LMY tank from Caledonia Works the other day.
Is it any good?
Oh yeah, it's a cracking loco. But my driving was just appalling. It was just like, yep, full reg or nothing, that's it. So, we'll go up the yard, we'll drop back onto the 3F, and then we will head up to Oxenhope.
Cool. Thank you for the Tier 1 subscription, Sugarush. It's been a while. Had to change the Twitch stream title earlier, and it said that we're doing a virtual footplate with 78022 was the last stream we did.
That's what mine said for the last one as well. Really need to plan a few more streams.
Oh, there's a lot of ideas we've got. It's just finding the time, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Jake says his favourite loco is the BMG 5MT with the Steam Sounds pack add-on the West Highland Line extension.
Ooh, decent route for it.
I remember when I first downloaded the BMG 5MT. It was the first like proper Steam pack add-on I actually bought, so...
Yeah, well, it started with a good one.
Yeah,
but
it started... well, yeah, but I didn't read the manual. I just jumped into a scenario and couldn't work out why it weren't moving.
The amount of people in train sim that don't read the manual.
Right, are you we're reversing, are we?
Yeah, we're going to go pick up the 3F this way and then we'll switch to it at Oxenhope.
Fair enough.
I hope. If not, we might be driving Wells down and just pushing the 3F behind us. That's a tight corner.
No, that's realistic, isn't it? That's how what the drivers can see.
Well, I'm going to wave us back on manually since I can't actually see the engine from the footplate.
I've jumped down, that's what I can see.
Yep. Hey, look, Michael.
Rod's down. Oh, steady. There we go.
Gently does it.
Oh, there we are.
Righty-ho. Did that just uncouple? Oh no, it's still coupled. Forwards! Forwards who?
Forwards, trucks and halt. Don't spare the horses. So if I'm right, you made all of the lower colour reskins, didn't you, Sam?
Yes.
So if anyone's got any questions about it, then ask them away then.
Indeed, indeed. And for anyone watching, if you stick around until the end, I'll give a quick update on the other reskin projects I've got going as well. Just a quick reminder for anyone watching on my end, this pack is now available for release and there is a link to the pack in the video description, if I've done it right. Yes, a nice bright sunny day so we can see very clearly on the hood there what the engine's like.
Oh yeah. You'd have thought by now they may have got clever enough to say, if the background colour is dark, put it on white. If it's bright, put it on black.
Yeah. Or just have something like they have with the F4 hood and have like a semi-transparent background to it.
Well, back in the days of Microsoft Train Simulator, you had...
back in the good old days.
Yeah. You had a box you could move around wherever you wanted.
Yeah. Funny, isn't it, how in some ways it's actually gone backwards. Right, let's change them behind us. You wanted lots of screenshots, didn't you?
I did, if possible, yes.
If possible. I'm gonna charge for these.
No. Well, I would, but I'd take them myself, but since I'm going through Parsec, then they aren't as crisp as they should be.
You can still take them, but they'll just appear on my end.
I was going to say, I'll start spamming it, and you'd go, well, I didn't take that screenshot.
5 mile an hour, that'll do. Gently does it. I should have probably changed the timer list scenario. We're going to be running at really awkward timings now.
Well, we'll go with it.
It's a gala and we're running late and anything goes. Yeah, that'll do.
It's not a proper gala until something goes wrong.
That is true. Oh, look at that lovely low-down camera angle there.
It's almost professional camera work, that.
Almost. Don't give me too much credit. Right. And away we go, I hope. Oh, look, same angle again.
You must be on a tripod.
I wonder if... So, let's see what the points are looking like. We don't want them to be set the right way yet, but we do want them to be set the right way, which they are. Good. Let's go for the top field shot. Oh, listen to that echo.
Doesn't get much better, does it?
Well, I mean, it could be Bahamas.
It could be, but that wasn't in the stock pack, so...
No. But it will be in another pack, and that's another story for later on.
Hey.
Remind me to go back to that at the end of the stream before we sign off.
Yes, I will do. Updates. I mean, this is great. I've literally done nothing since we set off.
Lazy and slack, lazy and slack.
Well, you must be driving it well, because the boil water's not gone down, neither has the fire.
Professional driver, you see.
Yeah.
I've not just gone, oh yeah, full reg. As tempting as it was. It's alright, we'll put you through your paces later when we get on Brussels. Not Brussels, Fred.
I'm sure you will. Have you got the points set right?
Nope. Deliberately so.
In case you forgot and just sped straight into the back of them.
Well, I mean, that's one reason, not that I would ever do such a thing. But the other reason is we've got to go and set the points. Oh, listen to that clunking sound. And we're going backwards again.
That's going backwards, yes.
And now we're going forwards.
Forwards full reg.
Yep. There is no in between.
Right, when we couple up to the coaches on my end, I'll just switch to another screen. I just need to turn something off.
Yep. Let's
Steady now, Sam. I'll give you that.
Yeah, it is really quite difficult trying to do this without being able to see the hood properly. I should have gone for a nice cloudy, rainy day. Although,
Hey, that's not too bad.
I'll take that. That was a good coupling.
It was.
Right, going under.
Right. And while you do that, I will just quickly nip away and just sort something out.
Righty-ho. Oh, I think we're coupled up there.
You connected the the vac bags up.
Yes, I have. Michael, it's not going to work. You're clicking on my screen when you're doing it.
No, I don't know how to exit to Parsec, but I've fixed it now. I think. Let me just check. Oh, that. I see what you mean.
Yeah, you've got to you should have a little transparency pink P on your screen somewhere.
Oh.
You've got to hover over that and then go and exit full screen, I think.
Right. I think I've sorted it anyway. We'll see how that goes. Right.
Right.
I'm back, ready to go.
Let us just check that we haven't got any handbrakes on, which we don't. Gently let the brakes off, row back a bit, and then we'll propel into the platform and take on...
reg, of course.
Oh yeah. And we'll take on the passengers who are by now probably really annoyed that we're running so far behind.
I mean, what time is it, actually?
It is 16:43 for the first train of the day.
I was going to say we've just come off shed and it's 5 o'clock.
Yep. Like I said, I really should have looked at the time for this, but oh well.
As long as it doesn't go dark, we're fine.
Oh, but if it does, thread in the dark with a goods train,
Yeah.
I'll take that. Right, let's get back over to our point. Hey, look, we're quicker than a train.
So obviously, everything you see on this stream is everything you get in the pack, isn't it? Of course, you've got to have the Worth Valley route to run them on, but...
Yeah. So the consist we've got here, that we're using now, is one of the quick drives. The coaches are anyway. The locos we've run separately. So the 4 locos are... The V-skins of the 4 locos are included in the pack. The Jubilee bar we've just seen go past there is included in the route. And these 2 Pullmans I've just seen go past now are included in their entirety in the pack.
They look so good.
They do. Matrix Trains does a fine job.
Oh, is this where I might have to do some work?
Probably not immediately, but let's just check on the... look at that. Can't window hand on a Pullman though. That is a disadvantage.
Well, you could kind of open that top window and kind of stick your head out.
Could do.
Oh.
Right. This can only go well.
Famous last words.
No idea what you're talking about. Maybe not 73% reg. Should mention that we have got the advanced mode on at the moment while we're driving this.
Would you expect anything else?
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot easier, but where's the fun in easy? We've almost got a bit of a Somerset and Dorset theme here.
We almost have, apart from the BR Pullmans, of course.
Wow. Yeah.
But other than that, and the headboards on the 3F.
Yeah, we'll ignore those. Let's see if we can coast the rest of the way. MDH Games asking what's the difference between wells included in the route and the reskin in this pack. The reskin in this pack has a few extra headboards and the like on it, but it also comes with the tender that City of Wales had during its time on the main line in the 1980s, I think.
It is, yeah.
Which now we have stopped at the platform.
I don't think you're going to see the tender from there.
Let the people in and out. Now we have stopped at the platform. You can have a look at said tender there. So the difference being it's the one with the cut down sides on it. So you've got the unrebuilt bullied running with the rebuilt tender. And whilst we're here, let's try a bit of tomfoolery here to try and get the 3F working. So we've unclicked that. We are now in 3F mode.
Do you do that? I just go on the. I just go in when I'm stopped and go onto the F4 HUD and then move down the train.
Yeah, it doesn't always work with a cabler.
Fair enough.
Which is why I do it this way.
I mean, that's probably why I keep failing at it, but you know.
So the doors are shut. It's 16:48.
Apart from the fact the boiler pressure isn't reading what the right boiler pressure is.
We've got 174 and we've got... Yeah, that's because we're coupled up to wells. It does funny stuff.
Oh, it's hilarious.
H, Control H, Control Shift H.
I can never get them to work on my end, so...
Yeah, I think it's the base model. Anyway, do you want to take us away down to Keighley?
Do I want to drive?
Do you want to drive?
Oh dear, that's not going to end well, is it?
Well, just to be sure.
Yeah, sure.
Not that I don't have faith. Look, another lower down screenshot. That'll be no good, low, because the rods aren't down. Right, Mr. Driver, take us away.
Yeah. I'm guessing we're in reverse, are we? No, we're not. You've made a grave mistake doing this, you know.
The advantage of black smoke. Yeah, it's alright. You can take us down to Keighley. I'll fire. Because we're double heading and all boiler management goes a bit skewy, I probably won't have to do anything. And then I'll drive Fred back up with the goods.
Oh.
You're forgetting one crucial thing here, Michael.
Oh yes, that's what I meant to press. There we go. My brain said that we'd already kind of travelled somewhere, so the injector wasn't needed. Come on. There we go.
So Michael definitely didn't just forget to take the brakes off there.
Not at all. Whistle for the crossing.
Good plan, good plan.
I mean, I'm tapping the A button, but it's doing that weird TS thing where it just shoots up all at one go.
Don't forget to watch your speed, Michael. We might be running late, but we still must adhere to the speed limits. And I'm fairly certain City of Wales had a speedo in this condition, so we've got to follow it.
Have we got a speedo in the 3F though? Because that's what we're driving.
No, but I'm sure if you went 40 in the 3F, they would put the brakes on in City of Wales.
I mean, I'm not quite sure on the route, but I'm suspecting it's about 25 by this point.
We're at 17.
I meant as the speed limit's about 25 at this point.
Yeah, probably. Well, Yorkshire puddings for Sunday lunch.
I mean, it's a lot better weather in this scenario than it is currently where I am.
It's a lot better weather than it is currently here as well.
Oh, I've put the brake on. Yeah, you see, I've not used Parsec and Drove before. That is an issue.
First time through everything, and there's not quite like learning on the job. Don't forget, we are a stopping passenger service,
Oh yeah, of course. I know that.
so we need to stop bang on in the platform at Haworth so we're not inconveniencing our first class Pullman passengers.
Oh, of course not.
Dinky, 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 dinky. And we're almost up to 30.
Oh Christ.
And we're doing 30.
10% plus 2 would mean about 29.
Nope. Yep, maybe.
There we go. Now I've dropped everything. Great.
And now we're coming to a complete stop. God, you just can't get the staff, can you?
I've only just about learned how to do Parsec firing, never mind driving. Oh, and which regulator off. Oh, apply a little bit of brake.
Now remember, because we're double heading, in order to stop in the right place at Haworth, we need to overshoot the platform with a 3F, but not with a coach.
Not with a coach, right.
We won't go into too much detail about 78022 because we have done a stream with that already.
Yes, a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember when it was, but it wasn't too long ago. It was almost released, wasn't it? It was a week of release.
I think
we
so,
did that.
maybe the week before.
It was a released copy of the local anyway. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, if I crack this, then
If you don't crack it, then you're fired. Effective
good because
immediate with no pay.
it's okay because we're all corridor characters. So if worst comes to worst, we can walk down. I mean, I've completely gone into the cloud now. I'll stop there. That'll do.
Latto Dewey says, will it do? It might do.
That's how I imagine a Worth Valley train to stop. Ooh,
Hey.
not too bad.
Hey, look at that, buttered the bread.
Sheer luck, I'd assume.
Yeah, probably. Beginners though, that's what we'll call it.
I'm gonna repeat that at Awkward.
Oh yeah, don't forget at Oakwith you've got to stop with 4 carriages in the platform. You've got a bit more leeway there, it doesn't matter if you undershoot or overshoot.
Right. How's us loading doing? Are we all good to go?
Yeah, close enough probably. Oh no, wait, a man just disappeared.
He's just disappeared. Nope, lady coming onto the platform now.
Oh, no, we're good to go. I don't think I've ever tried this spot for a photo before.
That's the Haworth Mound.
The Haworth Mound.
I mean, I am. Oh, yeah, I'll go in. That's alright.
I love how the fire's almost empty and I've still not touched it and we're still blowing off. Double heading in train sim does really weird stuff.
I'll just turn the regulator down just a touch, I think, there.
So yeah, does anyone have any more questions for us? I'm sure Michael is being very attentive to his stream right now.
I am, of course. Can we see where the train? Thank you.
No. Kai, you want to see where we're going now as well?
You drive to Keighley, but we're going to stop at Haworth.
that's the water going in. See, I'm firing now.
I could probably drive Fred uphill, but I just don't know how to stop it.
Oh, one sec.
Oh.
There we go.
I'm not pressing anything.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there we are. It's caught up with itself. Clouds, go away. Thank you.
You're speeding.
Oh, we'll blame the clouds on that one. Will the crossing gates go across? I'm gonna have to start slowing down in case.
Yes, you are. Oh, signal's at green, so we should be alright.
Lad, Sam, I can't see where I'm going.
You're going too quickly is what I would say you're going.
I was pressing the brake button, but you're obviously doing something with the a bit more brake. Yeah, that'll do. Something like that.
What's that on 0 PSI?
Drop, definitely.
Dropula brakes. Well,
There are 4 carriages on the station.
Oh look, they're even closing the gates.
I wonder. Oh.
Straight into the
We'll ignore that.
Pullman. We'll ignore that. It's an amateur crossing keeper to go with the amateur engine crew we've got. So while we're letting people on and off. There we go. Hey, look, all the people have gone. Except for that one. Right, I think we're ready to go.
Hurrah. All points set correctly, of course.
Yeah, all points are set. Better just check.
Do we actually have a
Ingra.
request for DMEMS?
No, we don't.
Do you want to stop at DMEMS then, or not?
Nah, we'll go straight through the MEMS.
Could you imagine if drivers in real life had like a magnifying glass to see down the platform?
You know, I think it would be a really helpful feature. Magnetic, what do you call it? Your, you know, your cab side deflector plates.
Yeah.
For looking out a window.
Yeah.
Have them like varifocal glasses, you know, like sort of different strengths of magnification down it. The whole screenshot thing's not going too great, Michael.
But it's difficult this way.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way you could really do it this way is if we did oh my god, I'm speeding.
Yes, you are.
If we did a run up with these two.
What did
well.
you just press?
I didn't press anything. I pressed at.
Pressed
Turn the brake
enter.
on. I pressed it. Oh.
Enter, putting it into simple mode, trying to cheat your way through. I don't know.
Now, well, that's useful to know that enter does the simple mode. I didn't realise that.
Yes, that's
Now,
there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Enter does the simple mode, which turns off the fancy braking and the fancy steam chest. Ooh, slowing down for DMEMS. Signals at green.
Of course. But yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Fred is how to stop it.
Well, the trick is skillfully. Fred is the most advanced loco included with the reskins for this route. And it's definitely a challenge to drive, but it's one of the oldest, if not the oldest, advanced engine in train sim, and I think it still holds up remarkably well.
It does, especially when you've like the work you've done on the outside
And the inside.
and well, yeah, of course.
And the inside. Oh, Gina.
Oh no, I meant as in the outside, like what you can see, as in
Yeah.
the cab and stuff.
Yeah. So we are stopping at Ingra. Oh look, there was someone at Demems after all.
They're line siders. They're taking pictures. So
Hey, it's Vicky.
hey, I'm getting this now. Look.
Yeah, you're
Braking
getting into the
before we
swing of
reach
it.
the top end of 25.
There we are, you're getting the hang of it. It's one of the things I like about the Worth Valley route, it's, and the Rio line really, it's when you go in from Keighley to Oxenhope you get to work the engine hard, and when you go in the other way you get to play on the brakes a lot. It's all very much... Yeah, it's all very much the same of each fin each way though.
We'll ignore the fact we're doing
it's-
29.
Close enough. But, you know, it's very much a case of you've got one thing going one way and the other thing going the other. It's not like you're constantly having to switch. You know, so
No.
you don't have to thrash it to get over the hill and then suddenly slam on the brakes to not speed going down it, you know. The new houses at Ingra there.
I was gonna say that doesn't look original.
It's not.
Part one of the upgrade project work.
Yeah, we'll get round to that later as well. Along with
I'm
the
gonna
revamped yard
Some point.
and the
There we go,
revamped
that'll
platform,
do.
which I still need to tweak. And the
Somewhere about
completely
there is what
relaid
I-
yard track.
I mean, that's such a simple thing, and yet oh, that's not very.
Close enough. There's one door from it on the platform.
I forgot we were double heading. I'll aim for the drop down of the end of the platform. That'll do. Forgetting we've got a Pacific behind us. We'll ignore that ballast join point there.
That's alright, we are going the right way. But yeah, so all that's been
Yeah.
completely relayed. The barriers have all been placed in the proper thing. So this is a long-term, ongoing project.
I'm gonna say it's not just a quick one, is that?
No. But the aim is to basically the release version was limited in what freeware it could use, being a payware product. So this version I'm working on adds a few more bits of freeware and payware into it. For example, Stainmore, which is where these fences come from.
Stainmore's just a good route to have just for the assets, to be honest.
Yeah, stuff like adding that gate in there as well. But the idea is to try and make this as accurate as I can, really.
There's no Bahamas parked outside the shed. That's not good enough.
Well, there was a coal tank, but it's not in this pack, so I thought it's not really fair to be showing that off. Anyway,
Did we actually press T to unload passengers?
we did.
No,
We did.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's go.
Now I've got to try and remember the speed limits going into Keighley. I'll use my line side knowledge.
Oh dear.
Something like at 25 until the end of GN straight where the signal is, and then it goes down to 15, and then it goes down to 10 over the bridge where the points are.
Something like that.
Although I forget about the 15 because I'd only come into platform 4 about 25 and hit the emergency brake.
I'll go
Let's open up a
for...
bit.
yeah, we can do. It's a bit flatter here. I'll go for the method that I was taught when we were on Nunlow, taking that out with one of the Worth Valley drivers, and we said, this engine, it's supposed to be limited to 15 mile an hour because of how much it rocks, and he went, I don't know what 15 looks like, I only know 25.
Let's ease back a little bit.
Oh, look at that, 25 ban on.
Hey.
You didn't go over it by 0.1.
Nope. Oh, we stopped. Oh, there we go.
We lagged. That will have been
unheard of in trade sim.
yeah, that's probably Fred loading in.
Right, we're about the... Oh, we're not as far down Jane Straight as I thought we were. We shall course. Yeah, I've not looked to the hood, obviously, but I think it's 15 from this signal. Oh no, it's 20 from the top of the bank, is it then?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, it's better to be under than over, I guess.
Aye.
I've dumped everything I know, but I couldn't see that because of the clouds.
I think that's about the best I can do for position of that.
I mean, we haven't stopped.
We haven't
that's
stopped, that's good.
I mean, I'm quite expecting you to say, right, now drive Fred uphill.
No, I'm gonna drive Fred, you're gonna fire.
Oh, great. I can't remember where it goes to 10, like, but you know, we'll go to the bridge.
Well, better safe than sorry. Actually, slam on the brakes, Michael. Actually, don't worry about it, it's fine.
Well, I've hit the brakes. Oh, we did.
Yep, totally planned the route we were going before we actually went to. Yep. We definitely weren't about to go head on into Fred. Nope.
As long as we stopped before, it'd be fine.
Oh, we
Full
are
reg
such
and
amateurs.
safety.
We should be so much better than this.
We'll blame it on trade sim.
10 mile an hour, Michael, 10 mile an hour.
I'll be right.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Somewhere about there will do. I really hope that loco comes back in that blue. That looks very photogenic.
Well, it's currently at Tysley, I think, the last I heard.
I was about to say, where is it? I haven't seen it in any of the sheds, museums, etc. So
Yeah, I think it's at Tysley in a multitude of pieces. I think it's still in the Worth Valley livery as
like
well. But
it's like a box of Lego pieces then.
yeah. And I think it is still in the Worth Valley livery, although it's not really recognisable anymore. It's a little
so it
bit
is
rusted.
under overhaul then.
It's not what?
It's currently under overhaul then.
I think so. I think it's a long-term thing.
There.
Ooh, ooh.
Ish.
That might not be half bad, you know.
There we go.
Hey, look at that. Not bad for an amateur.
I based that purely on where I thought, from line siding, I thought I've seen them park up to. Especially when double heading, one goes under the tunnel and then somewhere between there and the coach, park it. Right, now I've got the hard work to do, have I?
Now you've got the hard work. Right. So, when I was placing this down, I first placed down the light consist for the freight. And I said, no, that's no good, and then I plonked down the long one. So let's see how we do with that.
Yay! Right. Firing now, not driving.
Firing, not driving. Head codes. Control.
Can he remember it?
No, he can't actually. It's either this or it's this, and I can't remember which one.
That's that, I think.
I think it's that one.
I think it's that one, yeah.
We'll roll with that one anyway.
I'm sure the other one's ECS.
So that's
Cue somebody in one of the chats saying...
Oh no, that's the one. Head code.
It's either that or top and bottom middle.
It depends on the train.
I get confused over them.
So this is why stopping passenger and express passenger are nice and easy, and then you go onto the freight and it's like, yeah, take your pick, what kind of freight are you actually going to haul? Branch freight, stopping branch, express, fitted, partially fitted.
Fish.
Fish. Yeah, we'll go at 1:15.
What time is it now? Like 1:30?
No, nearly
Not
1:15.
too bad.
Get your firing order quick.
Oh Christ! I gotta remember how to fire. Something like that.
That was good.
And then F and R.
Let's open up the dampers.
Did it take notice of my R press?
Yeah, you've got to have it fully open.
There we go.
Try and keep that fire mass around about 1,100.
Oh, so about now.
Yeah. I think that should be good. Right, let's...
Oh, I don't need any more water, do I? Right.
Nope.
Yep. Let's get that turned off.
That's in full forwards. We've got lights on. We're blowing off.
I mean, I think we need to be blowing off to haul this off the back. Is the point set right?
Yes. Probably. We'll find out.
Probably not.
Well, we're moving.
It's not appeared yet. That could mean we're going backwards.
No, there we
there
are. Ye of little faith.
I had you for a second there, I know.
Ye of little faith.
It's not you I have little faith in, it's me. So, are we stopping passenger or express all the way?
we'll go for express all the way. Let's see what a bucket can do.
A lot, I'd assume.
Yeah.
They still owned by the Worth Valley then, as far as you know?
No, it was sold on.
No? So unlikely to see it in that livery then?
I think so, yeah.
No. But if you pay us £100,000, we can probably make something worthwhile. It's a shame really, because it's a nice touch on when everyone's going BR black, etc.
Yeah, it is one of the things I like about the Worth Valley, and I'm really glad they've kept 41241 in red as well.
Oh,
it's nice to have that bit of colour.
That just pops.
Yeah.
Hello James, hope you're okay.
God, it's like having a clutch on a car.
Here's Sam now wishing he'd probably just have kept to the fire brick firing.
Well, we've got to get a photo of Willie old milling, haven't we?
I suppose so, yeah. You're stuck inside a tree at the minute.
Yeah, I've been here in real life. Trees handy place for cover. Stops you getting all pink and sunburnt.
Oh, I've got to do some firing nearly at some point.
Yep.
So James H says, who's excited for 957?
Me, I am.
Oh, that green looks so nice.
No it doesn't, it looks hideous. Like, if it was a less saturated green, if it were a darker green, yeah, it'd be great, but it is literally luminous green. It's like neon green. It is not a nice subtle green, it's look at me, I am green.
It should be ready for the mixed traffic goal, shouldn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think it's been steam tested last week.
Yeah, I think I saw that saying
moved under its own power as well, so...
I mean, what's after 957 in the overhaul queue?
Dub D and the Standard 4 are both in the sheds at the moment. Other than that, I'm not too sure.
Get the Standard 4 tank out.
I believe that one's an expensive boiler job.
Yep. As is the 8F.
Asbestos the engine. Hey, look, we must be on a flat bit.
It's Sam.
Maybe.
Yeah, James says he misses seeing the 3F tank in real life.
The Ginty.
My fire mass is
bit high.
a bit high. Where is that? That's in Oxenhawk, isn't it?
Leginty, yeah.
Thought so.
Let's just...
I always like the little engines.
So do I. The little engines seem to have a lot more character to them, and the nice thing about a little engine, especially the less powerful ones, is that you can really give them a good thrashing. Whereas your bigger engines, you can't really work them properly. You know, it's a
You
lot.
feel like you've made something once you got to the top of the bank with a small engine.
Yeah. And you know, like I said, a small engine you've got to work. You can't just take it steady with it. Whereas the bigger engines, you know, it's like Bahamas. If you put Bahamas in full reg on Worth Valley, you'd be off in Oxenham before you knew it. Well, actually, probably wheel slip a lot first, but you know.
At some point between there, you'd get traction.
Yeah. Whereas if you stick, you know, if you stick like an Austerity or you know, Ginty or 957 in full reg, you can still do line speed with it. You know, and it gets, you know, much more work from it. I'm not sure the sound's working on this engine.
It sounds like what I got.
They aren't. I might need to have a look at that.
Lights meant to be so bright. I've just seen them shine up the entirety of the crossing gates. Like they put on LEDs for mainline running.
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
Imagine that on mainline.
Oof. Tell you what, we seem to be holding speed, water and pressure quite nicely here.
Yeah, I mustn't be doing too bad of a job.
Well, I've stuck her in full reg, stuck her on first notch on reverser, and I've not really had to touch her. Although we are going to have to go for the compulsory shot, Michael.
Well, it's not a gala thing, is it? Until you've got a mound shot.
It's not a gala till you've got a mound shot.
Hang on, let me just turn my.
Michael, stop! I'm trying to take a screenshot.
Sorry. I'm going to. Well, it's your fault now if I.
Oh dear.
They're still on. They are still on. After all of that. I mean, real life crews have it simple, don't they? They don't have to deal with input limitations.
That's true. I think in many ways it is actually more difficult trying to handle it in train sim. It is a skilled job in real life, and I'm not. No, that's definitely still on. I think you've got the water on. That's definitely still an issue.
Well, they're both being pressed.
And now you've got the whistle stuck on.
Going well is what one could say. Oh, I've got a massive, overly full fire.
Michael.
Well, not massively. £50. I think they're off now. I can't hear any hissing.
Yeah, I did some fiddling for you.
Oh, thanks. He recognises them going on. Coming off is just really difficult.
Yeah, it can be very tricky.
James says, have you got the JT Common libraries? There's a tripod / camera asset for the mount you could put there.
I think I might.
Upgrade pack you're making?
Yeah, I think I might. It was my plan to put some people line side in various photography locations. My plan was I were going to mark all the locations with someone in high vis.
Yeah. This is a good spot, especially on a sunny day. No, I haven't been this far down actually. I normally stick up
We need to move. Yeah, that's something I need to do. I need to move that box further down here.
I was going to say that feels a bit too far up.
Yeah, it
from personal experience.
should be about where we are now, do you reckon?
Yeah, surely.
Somewhere like that. Like I said, it's just the perfectionist in me that wants to, fix all the little niggly bits. Like,
You little perfectionist.
see if I can find a chimney that isn't smoking, for example.
I didn't even notice that chimney. I drove up and down it a number of times. And I think that might be the first time I've actually ever seen that chimney.
I did some messing around here with Trotsky's Bridge as well, to resize it a bit.
Oh.
Just to bring it a bit closer to the loco, because it were a bit higher up.
Mhm.
And it looked a little bit too big, the gap there. So just little bits and bobs really, but
A long-term project.
yeah.
So James has said that his favourite KWVR loco is the 4F.
I think it's up there. It's definitely one of my favourites.
I think my favourites are the standard 2 and the Ivet.
The Ivet I like, but it's the older and the more pre-grouping locos that do it for me. 957 I love. Taffrail tank I love.
Taffrail just puts on a performance every time.
Yeah. But yeah, I do really like the 4F, if nothing else, just because it's, I think it's probably the most at-home loco on the whole line.
Mhm.
It's just about the right size, and it's one of the most reliable performers, and it's just an all-round nice loco.
Sugar Rush says her favourite is the Bahamas.
Well, that's a good choice there, isn't it?
It is, pretty much.
I mean, not that I'm biased or anything, but...
Of course, we're currently deciding on actively in Steam locos. There's a certain green one that's not currently in action, but
well, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, BLS loco not Worth Valley, I guess.
Oh, is that technically visiting then for a gala?
Well, no, it's home fleet, but it is Ingro based rather than Haworth based, whereas Bahamas is a bit more of a technicality with that.
Is that grass new? I don't recognise that.
Yes, the grass has moved. Unless we're fiddling around with a wall to try and get a photography location right. Basically, the way I've been doing it is looking at photographs I've taken line side and other people have taken and trying to recreate them in train sim.
Mhm.
To as much accuracy as possible, so that means things like tweaking walls here and there, and that kind of thing.
You see, I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna go and load up my game and go, that's not right. That's in the wrong place.
It's something I said during testing. It's a very well made route and it's a very good representation. But anyone that really knows the line well will find a lot of things and they'll go, oh, that's not quite right, oh, that's a little bit of it. And they are really only minor things. It is still a really brilliant route and you should definitely go buy it. But it is just those little things for...
I mean, compared to the free roam that was available prior.
Oh, it is a really good route, don't get me wrong. But
I can't remember much about the original one.
Yeah, there is just still a little bit of room for improvement there. And that's just what I'm trying to do really, fill in that gap. And I really must get the proper sounds for Fred installed. If you want to see the proper sounds for Fred, everyone, I suggest you go look at Steam Sound Supreme's YouTube channel. They did a stream where they used Fred, and that has the proper sounds on it. The ones I've got, I think, are just the default austerity sounds.
I was going to say, that's what I've got. Maybe there was an update. that I haven't got yet.
Yeah, they have definitely done some reworked sounds for it.
Yeah, James was talking about the 4F, saying that he likes the fact not many have made it into preservation.
Well, not many made it into preservation, and 43924 in itself is unique in preservation because it's the only Midland built one. The others were...
Midland line.
Yep, the others were LMS built. So, but not just that, I believe it actually makes 43924 the only Midland Railway built loco currently operational in the country, if not in the world. Which is, yeah, it was also the first locomotive to leave Barry Scrapyard, so it does have a nice rich history to it, that engine. Also, Michael, we made it without blowing off, without running out of water, and without dropping the fire. I think we did.
I did very well.
I think that was an excellent run. Downhill one were a bit iffy like, but the uphill run were almost professional.
Well, the downhill was my first go, so I think we can
give you a little bit of leeway there.
And especially, it's the fact that you go to say brake, and you're obviously doing something with the water and fire, and you're like, well, that's not braking.
Yeah, and in many ways, I think if it were in person, it'd be a lot easier because you could go, oh, you get off the keyboard.
Yeah.
But you know, when you can't see what the other person's doing, it is quite challenging.
Yeah. We obviously must point out that this has... The stream you're seeing is about 20 miles away from where I am.
Yeah.
So the fact we've made it on a round trip is... The technology is great.
It is really fantastic. You know, and it's the closest thing we have to proper multiplayer in the game. And it isn't easy, but it does work quite well.
James has said he's been looking to buy this pack for the freight ever since the route came out. I wanted some freight to recreate some Gala scenes.
And we've got some.
I think the freight is great.
Yep.
I know that rhymes, but...
The freight wagon's made by Donkey Works, and they have done a really nice job with these. And they have made them faithful to each wagon on the railway as well, even down to the little details, like the plate there.
I was gonna say they are exactly as they are in real life, aren't they?
I mean, the textures aren't quite the same, but the details on it are. You know, it's they've done a really nice job with it. They've put a lot of care and attention into it, and it shows. It really does, you know.
But yeah, that was just one round trip showing you a couple of things, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think we've got plans to do a little bit bigger something when it's all organised. Gonna ignore that.
That's definitely a train sim issue. It's the same thing that if you have a look at the cup... Oh no, it might not do it with that one. I think the Austerity has a default coupling. If we go have a look at that... Oh no, maybe it don't. Yeah, there you go. Did you see how the vac pipe disappears?
Yeah.
Shadow still stays there though, but...
Yep, of course.
It's a train sim thing with child objects to do weird stuff if you zoom in on them.
But yeah, I think we've got some plans, haven't we, to do something a bit bigger.
We've got...
This was just kind of a...
Yeah, we've got the gala planned at some point, which we're going to have to try and get organised and sorted.
Yeah, it would be good, because obviously you can show it literally everything else.
Yeah, and basically as plans for the gala is we're going to do what we've done here, but we'll be doing it with several other people and we'll all be driving locos together.
Yeah, we've just got to try and get everybody in the same place at the right time and not on work or off work. And
yeah.
Yeah, but that's as planned, James. We are going to try and do a virtual gala with this pack. This was kind of just a quick stream to show it off, to go in with our review that's going on the website. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the pack. It is available on sale from Steam Sound Supreme, so please do go over there and buy yourself a copy. And visit RailAdvent or Blastpipe Productions for more of my reskins. And on the subject of...
I was going to say, don't forget your project updates.
Yeah, so... What's happening with Blastpipe Productions? Well... first thing...
Am I alright to carry on streaming, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Yeah, right. There you go, you can see some exclusive action now, you see.
Yeah. So, first thing, this coming Sunday, 1st of August, we have a small blue tank engine releasing on RailAdvent. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We know we've seen a fair few excited comments on the Facebook page about that.
Yes, it's a lovely light blue tank engine, isn't it?
It's a very nice light blue tank engine. Little O6, short stumpy boiler, short stumpy dome, short stumpy funnel, etc, etc. Very useful tank engine. But that's releasing on Sunday. In terms of our other reskin projects, we're working on putting together something quite special for Christmas, which we don't have all the details worked out just yet, but we're looking at collaborating with quite a few other reskinners in the community and modelers and child object experts and all sorts. And we're hoping to put together a really special Christmas pack for a good cause, so that's something to keep your eye out for.
Just before we head off, James has said
I've got more, yeah.
I'm going to say it. James has said you need to replace that coach, it's in the wrong livery.
Yes. In fact, what I actually need to do is I need to reskin a buffet coach to put there with cream and red on one side and then maroon on the other.
Going into the proper detail.
Well, you might as well. But yes, so that covers that. What other reskins have I got? While we're on the Worth Valley theme, the Worth Valley Railway pannier tank in Railway Children livery. That was going to be released back end of August, but that's kind of a slow burning project now, so I don't know when that's going to be released, but it will be at some point. Cornwall in LNWR Green is chipping away at the small details for that now to get it a bit better for release, but hopefully sometime this year. Bahamas Locomotive Society pack. I took the decision with this pack, rather than just trying to represent Bahamas in her current livery, to try and cover all of Bahamas' preservation liveries, which I think equates to about 6 or 7 variants of liveries. I think there's about 5 in itself just for the LMS Crimson Lake version. So that will cover the whole period, so it's going to take a little bit longer for me to make it. But I am also actively working on trying to get some new sounds for it. And I've been in touch with members of the society, and I've had a few replies from people who are donating sounds for that. So when that's finished, if I can get the sounds on it, it will be a payware release through RailAdvent, but a chunk of the profits from that are going to go towards Bahamas Locomotive Society as a donation, and as a thank you for providing the sounds. So that covers that. Flying Scotsman in America pack. There's a couple of little bits and bobs that I need to wait on coaches wise, but I've got most of the stock prepared for retexturing there now. So that's just waiting on me to get on with it, really. Duchess pack. I've not really done anything with that for a while, but that's slowly got child objects being made. And once those are all made, that'll be moving on to the next stage, but again, that's a ongoing thing, really. And I think that covers just about everything. Obviously the Worth Valley stock pack is now out and released, so that's another one ticked off the list.
Nice to get them completed and on sale.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's about it for all that stuff. In terms of my other reskinny stuff, route building stuff, I am working on a modified version of the Lakes End branch by a trolley fodder, which is again a long-term project. Route building projects for me just happen as and when I feel like it. So you know, I might have one weekend where I get loads done and then not touch it for a few months. But that's something that I have got permission from Jared to release when it's done.
Is he actually in one of our chats at the minute?
Yeah, that's the one that I shared list screenshots of in the group chat.
I mean, as in, is he here right now?
Oh, Jared. No, he's probably asleep right now.
Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah.
Time zones and Aussieisms. Estimated release for that route, no idea. Estimated release for this route, no idea. Like I said, unfortunately, route building for me takes a lot longer than it does for a lot of other people. And I really want to put the attention to detail into it, so it'll just be when it's ready, really. Over the hills, I've got a bucket ton of reskins to do for that. But that's again going to be a several year project, so there's no rush there. And I think that covers pretty much everything. The main things to look out for this year is probably going to be Railway Children Pannier, London North Western Railway Cornwall, and the Christmas project. And I think that's all I can really see realistically getting done by the end of the year.
Unless you get a load of time off, of course.
Unless I get a load of time off or I get sudden inspiration to make something out of nowhere. Which does happen.
Before.
Yep, it does happen. I might do some industrial reskins of the LMY Class 23. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's it for now. And I think I can call it a wrap.
Hey, just one question from our end.
Yeah, if anyone has any more,
James,
get them in quick.
I was going to say, James says, any plans for any headboards for the Worth Valley locals, i.e. beer and music festival, etc.?
I don't. However, if you have a chat with Ethan of Peppercorn Workshop, he specialises in child objects such as headboards and fitting them to a variety of locos. And I'm sure if you drop the suggestion to him, it's something that I'd probably go ahead with. So yeah, that answers that one. Any more for any more?
That's all from me.
I think my chat looks like it's wrapped up as well. So, I think on that note, time to say goodbye. So thank you everyone for coming along and joining us. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say, Michael. I'll let you sign off. And
yeah, so thank you everyone on my end for watching. Not sure when we're next streaming, but I'm sure we've got loads of plans to do something else, haven't we, Sam? So
yeah, well,
something will be done.
According to my Facebook page and YouTube channel and all that, I stream on a weekly basis, and I think this is the first stream in a few months, so certainly a few weeks.
It's been quite busy. That's all that I say on my end. So
I think ignore that. We'll just be here when we're here, and we'll probably announce it last minute. But you can always watch it on the catch up. So
I was gonna say I have it on catch up and then upload it to YouTube. So if you miss anything, then it'll be up there at some point.
Right. So thank you very much, and see you next time.
Yep. See you later.